I'm gonna tell you exactly why this indie game is game of the year. I'm a grown-ass man, I got bills, I got a kid, and this pixel art game about students in Indonesia got me feeling like a sad boy. Bob Plays here with 3 dads and a console, and I want to tell you about A Space for the Unbound. Now, this game is the best game that I've played all year, and I'm going to tell you exactly why you should be very interested in this game. A Space for the Unbound is an indie game from developer Mojiken Studio, published by Course Worldwide and Toad Production, and it's the same group behind Coffee Talk, which is a very cozy game. And at the surface level, A Space for the Unbound is as well. You start the game as a boy named Atma, writing a story with his friend, and you wake up from a nap by your girlfriend Rhea in class, and your seat shockingly is in the back corner next to the window. Very anime tropey, I love it. But as the day goes on, you create a list of things that you want to do together with your girlfriend. You can run around petting cats and explore this really cozy world that's crafted after 90s Indonesia. There's the bullies and his goons, as is tradition. It's very slice of life anime style, and you explore different layers of this small town. So what makes this special? Well, you find that there are supernatural powers with some of the characters, and I'm not going to go into it too much because I think the impact will be greater. But you start to find out that this town is not as it seems. You grow to really care about these main characters, Atma and Rhea, and even a lot of the side characters as well. And you learn more about them and their stories and their inner struggles, whether it be one of your classmates or somebody else who lives in the town. You really kind of get to know them in this short game. The gameplay is a lot about going around the town, revisiting places, using items you collect, kind of like a point-and-click adventure. Go and find this item, bring it to this person. There's some combat that's timing-based and you click different directions like a rhythm game. But what really carries this game is the story. The storytelling is incredibly strong, and immediately you care about these characters. The dialogue is just so smooth, it's so natural, which is important when you're only using text boxes. There are references to other games and pop culture, which keeps it fresh. But as soon as the supernatural elements are introduced, it feels really uncomfortable and changes the whole perspective of the game. And they do a very good job of making sure the player is able to ask questions needed to follow the story too, if needed. For the parents, I want to just say that this game, due to the amount of reading and other story elements, it's a game just for the parents. I'm not going to talk too much about the story of A Space for the Unbound because this game is meant to be enjoyed with a fresh slate. I know I'm not really giving you a lot to start with, but just trust me. Some of the things that you can expect is the artwork. It's amazing. It's a pixel art style, and the layers and use of color is some of the best I've seen with this type of style. And the soundtrack is phenomenal. Not just like the everyday like backtracks, but there are 2 songs specifically sung by Cristobal and Nora that I've not stopped listening to because it evokes emotion that I've had during my playthrough. You know, normally there are games like Persona 4 and Kingdom Hearts, and they have soundtracks that like just trigger this feeling that I had while playing with the game. And A Space for the Unbound has now joined that list as well. I can't stop listening to their soundtrack. And this game is only about like 8 to 10 hours depending on how fast you can solve some of the puzzles. I completed it myself in 2 days and I got the platinum trophy because I had to do everything. And there's even a secret ending for completing certain objectives. The last thing I'll say is that this game is much deeper than just cute anime sprites, petting cats, and running errands. It's a slow burn, but it's just so much more than that, and you begin to sympathize with these characters we've only just met, and you get emotionally invested in them. By the end, I was like really emotional, as the visuals and the story pair perfectly with the music as it leads to a satisfying and impactful conclusion. We do not deserve this type of game. I can't say enough. It's so good. And I know I've been very vague in this review, but it's because I don't want to spoil anything. I'm telling you, the description that they give you on like their website or like the store, they're letting you discover the game for yourself, and that's more of what we need in gaming. As a gamer, please do not deprive yourself of this experience. Just go through and enjoy your time with the Space for the Unbound. In the storm, you'll find your sunrise. And A Space for the Unbound is the brightest and best game of 2023 for me so far.